Are you saying yes to practically everything right now? And what's making it hard is that you don't want to let anybody down. Yeah, like you've been showing up and helping out, trying to keep the peace, but now it feels like you're exhausted. Yeah, and still saying yes anyway. Tired, 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 but still saying yes anyway. And now you're wondering though, it's like, why do I feel so bad saying no? Like, why? Why do I feel so bad saying no? And why do I keep doing this to myself? Let's talk about it, sis. Because this isn't just about being nice. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's talk about why it happens. Because for some people, it's people pleasing. And people pleasing is not just a habit, it's a learned response. And sometimes it comes from like wanting to avoid conflict, or maybe like um, feeling accepted, or keeping the peace because you like peace and you just want to keep the peace. And so what happens is it's like over time, saying yes just comes automatic. hmm And so because your nervous system, then after you do it for so long, your nervous system is just wired to just uh for safety. And so if that's going to keep you safe, you just do it because you want to keep the peace and just be safe. So safety or saying yes in the past may have helped you like avoid tension, avoid rejection, or like even avoid discomfort. And so your body learns just to keep doing it because it's already conditioned that way. And unfortunately, it's even when it costs you, you still do it. Yep. Let me give you an analogy because you guys know I love giving analogies if you've watched my channel before. It's like it's like your system learned that like if I just keep things smooth, I stay safe. So instead of asking, what do I need? You start saying, what will keep everybody else okay? So you walk around and scan to look for what everybody else need, but then you don't worry about what you need first because you give into everybody else, and then you may lose out on what you actually needed. And then that gives you, then in turn you're disappointed because you didn't satisfy your need. It was everybody else first. And then you get the deficit. It's you're in a deficit because you gave to everybody else and you don't have anything for yourself, and nobody gave to you, and then you may be disappointed because they didn't give you what you gave them, but it's because you said yes to everything to everybody else and not to yourself because you're trying to keep the peace and stay safe. So instead of asking yourself, what do I need? You start asking, what will keep everybody else okay? How can I adjust to everybody else? And when you want to change, because after so long you just get tired of it, and then you want to change, but then look, this is why it's hard to change, because when you say no, your body reacts, and you may feel like guilty, or like get discomfort, or feel anxiety, or start saying now they're gonna feel like this, or now they're gonna say this, or I feel bad that I didn't get to do this and I'm sitting here watching them do that, I should be doing that, when nobody asked you to do that in the first place, or you shouldn't be saying yes to all that in the first place because you're just one person. Yep. And it can make you second guess yourself too, because you think, dang, I should be doing this. When in actuality, no, you were already doing too much. And the feeling is not because you're doing something wrong, it's because you're doing something different. So like when you change your perspective, you start saying, you know what, I'm gonna sit back and chill and like everybody else. Like I want to relax and you have something given to me or have somebody, I don't want to do this today. I just want to watch TV. I want to have 5 hours to myself or 2 hours to myself. I just want to take a stroll around, around the block instead of running and do this, and that all day. I need to take care of my health. Yep. And so, what happens inside your body when you have that discomfort is that your nervous system is adjusting to the changes. Yep. Because it's used to saying yes. So, when you say no, it's unfamiliar because you're used to always saying yes. Like your mind inside may be saying, oh, I feel so bad. But your body is saying, this is new. Pay attention. Yep. Let me give you some research based practical steps that can help you. I'll give you about five or six. Six, I'll give you six. Okay, so step one, because you guys know I love research and I like finding stuff that'll help us live a better life and live a more peaceful life. So here's some steps that'll help you. Step one, pause before you answer. You don't have to hurry up and answer when somebody's asking you, can you, I need you to run me here today and I don't have a car or I don't have no gas, so we'll just run me here. I know you get off at such and such, but as soon as you get off, can you do this? Pause before you answer and say, I'll get back with you. Let me think about it or let me see what my schedule looks like. Instead of just saying, oh yeah, I got you. No, pause. Let me think about that. Let me check things out. Second step you can use is that checking your intentions. Like, are you saying yes when you do say yes? Because some things you'll still say yes to. But when you do say yes, are you saying it to avoid discomfort? Or are you saying it because you had a capacity to do it and it's not going to deplete you? So just check that. And then three, start small. Meaning practice your low pressure nose first. Like, let me give you an example. Like the one with the car. If somebody's calling you as soon as you get off work and they planning your day for you as soon as you get off work, or let's say you worked all week and on Saturday that's your rest day, like, or Sunday, whatever your rest day is, that is your rest day. But somebody wanna have you to do all this stuff off. I know you off on this day and I know this your rest day, or they don't even ask if it's your rest day. They just say, hey, I want you to do this, and this for me. Can you do this? You could start by saying, no, this day, you know what, I started cutting this day out, this is gonna be my rest day. To me, that's a low pressure no, because that's a easy, like, nah, I'm carving this time out because I need to get situated so I can recalibrate myself and steady myself in my system. And the next step, number four, is expect discomfort because it's part of a process. So you may start to feel guilty when you start saying some no's because you so used to saying yes. And so when you say, nah, I'm not going to do that. Or you know what? Okay, you doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and over here and do this. I'm gonna go venture out and do this or that. You may start to feel guilty at first or have some discomfort because usually you sitting around waiting on hand and foot on everybody else and you waiting on them to take you here, do this or do that. No, just go ahead and venture out. So that may be discomfort. You may have discomfort at first, but then you'll get used to it. But just understand too that like discomfort doesn't mean you're wrong though. It just means you're growing. Okay? Just because you feel the discomfort doesn't mean it's wrong. Number five, keep your response simple. You don't got to give a long explanation, and you don't have to overly justify anything. Somebody say, hey, can you give me $50 or can you pay this bill? I used up my money. I went shopping. I went to the concert. I did this and that, and I need some of your money. Can you give me some money to pay this bill or whatever? I blew all my money. You don't have to get no explanation. You can just say, I don't have that right now. I got a lot going on. You don't even have to say I got a lot going on. You can just say I don't have it right now. Yeah, I don't have it. Period, point blank. I don't have it. Six, remind yourself of the truth. And that truth is that I'm allowed to care for myself. I need to put the same energy into myself that I put into everybody else. That TLC, that filling everybody else's love tank, you need to fill yours. Yep, you're allowed to do that, okay? Whatever that looks like. Me, I do stuff. I don't mind doing stuff for myself. I'll go out to eat by myself. I'll go venture out to the mall by myself. I'll go walking by myself. I'll do all kind of stuff by myself. You have to start like loving and filling up your own love tank. Like for me, like being out in nature, like you can hear the water in the background and the birds and stuff. Being outside, just like in God's presence and like the quietness and the stillness, that helps me like rejuvenate me. So I don't mind like doing stuff by myself sometimes. Yep, because I like the solitude because it gives me clarity and I can hear what I need to hear in peace. Okay. So you can be kind without overextending yourself. You can love people without saying yes to everything. So just remember that. And we are called to love people. You know, we're supposed to love people. But what we're not called to is to ignore ourselves, to overextend ourselves, or to carry everything for everybody else. We're not called to do that. Okay. And so you can serve others and help and be there for others without abandoning yourself. I think that's going to be the key point. Yep. You can serve others without abandoning yourself. So if you've been struggling with feeling like you're doing people pleasing, saying yes to everything, just understand like, you didn't do anything wrong or anything like that. It's a learned process and to change and, put boundaries around things. And you learned a pattern that helped you at one point, but now you're learning something new. Okay. And that's going to help you and bless you. And so that new thing is how to take care of yourself too. Okay. You still can help out where you can when you have the energy, the space, and the time, but you also need to take care of yourself too. So I hope this message helped you and touched you in some type of way. I hope it gave you some clarity. My name's Melinda. I'm a registered nurse, a life coach, and a mentor. And on our channel, we focus on faith, healing, and emotional wellness. And I love looking at research and helping or just reading up on things and bringing it to our channel so we can live a peaceful life and help us to, just walk in our purpose and live in peace, and to have peace, joy, love, and happiness. And also, so again, if this touched you at all, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying to get the channel growing so we can reach others that need this message. Okay, have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.